The purpose of today's video is not to give you the answers. The purpose is actually to get the answers from you. Looking at this article, just the title alone, George Lucas endorses Star Wars project amid franchise return rumor. Now, let's break that down. Star Wars had a project that came out. I'll spoil it for you here from the article. It was Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was a disastrous event for the Star Wars fandom by and large. There were some people that liked it. But overall, there's just no way that the show is ever going to hold up. There's no way that, in my opinion, we'll ever get a season 2 of Kenobi. If we were, they already announced it. It doesn't make sense because it didn't make money. So here we are looking at this article. George Lucas endorsed Star Wars, the Kenobi project, amid franchise return rumor. So then they tie this in with George might be coming back. He might be coming back to helm his own project. And here's what they're trying to pull. And this is, again, my opinion, of course. I want you to give me yours. They're trying to tug at the emotions at the heart of the fandom. George Lucas might be coming back. He really liked the Kenobi series, so maybe, just maybe, George Lucas will come back and actually showrun a new Kenobi limited series. Maybe it's new time. Maybe it's a continuation of season 2. After all, George liked it. So is that possible? Well, let me just stop right there and ask you. Tell me in the comments, do you think this is possible at all, or is this just being written to get the click? Is this a clickbait article? They're definitely taking one thing that happened and they're changing it. They're refracting the information where, refraction is when light passes through a prism and it comes out the other side looking different. That's what they're doing here, in my opinion, with this news. It says, it's been over a decade since Star Wars creator George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to the Walt Disney Company, but we finally know which project is his favorite since letting go of the franchise. Now, this was, of course, discovered in the Pablo Hidalgo interview recently, where he said right here on the Full of Sith podcast, Pablo Hidalgo, a Lucasfilm creative executive who has been dubbed the studio's Star Wars lore advisor, confirmed that George Lucas is a big fan of the Star Wars Plus series on Obi-Wan Kenobi. He says early on there was a conversation had with George Lucas over what his thoughts were and whether or not, honestly, he bought the whole concept, and he was 100% supportive, Hidalgo said. And I've heard tell it's one of his favorite things that's come out of Star Wars. So right there, that's hearsay. And I've heard it tell it's one of his favorite things come out of Star Wars. That is the very definition of hearsay. Pablo Hidalgo did not hear that from George Lucas. Now, if he was supportive of the concept of Kenobi, okay. But is that really a win for Star Wars and the franchise? What do you think? Remember, this video is about you today. I personally don't think it means anything. George Lucas said The Last Jedi was shot extremely well and was a beautiful film. What? Well, if you look at, the way that it looked, sounded, Star Wars has never really looked bad. It's always top-notch in terms of technology and quality and CGI and effects and everything that they do. But, man, this is twisting the words of Lucas. This is using hearsay to say he might be coming back. And, after all, he liked Kenobi, so maybe he'll be helming up a Kenobi season 2s. And we see it in our comment section. George Lucas might be coming back. We have hope again. Bro, he's 80 years old. He's not coming back to helm a show. The demands of a show at Disney Plus for Star Wars, he doesn't need to do that. He's not going to come back and be the savior of Star Wars. So it's time to let that dream go, move on. It's not happening. But again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I want to know what you think about this. You know, it's crazy to me, but let me know in the comments. Share this video out. Give us a thumbs up. Appreciate it very much. We are your Echo Base Network. May the Force be with you always. See you on the next one.